And Ayush, Sharon, and John Klein will build an understanding of what clients are doing and CSG is doing and harnessing the power of integrated print mail operations. Ayush?
All right. Hey, good morning, everyone. Hope I'm coming in through here. So definitely looking forward to, letting you guys, providing more insight to you guys about, how BlueCrest partners with us in various stages of the workflow that Kevin was just going over. Just to start out, though, a little bit about CSG. So we are one of the 10 largest first-class mailers in the United States. We are primarily focused on transactional communications, and we process them in highly secure and regulated environments. CSG delivers over 80 million printed communications each month. We reach over a quarter of all U.S. households, so about 25% of U.S. households. And we do it with a customer accuracy rate of 99.97%. And we are primarily serving customers within the telecommunications, insurance, government, and healthcare spaces. And as far as my role goes, so guys, I'm a senior manager within CSG. I'm located in Omaha, Nebraska. My responsibilities include developing and leading strategic initiatives, to drive all things process improvement. I have responsibilities for industrial engineering, training and audit, forecasting and capacity planning, and of course, integration across our 4 North American print and mail operation centers.
Ayush, thanks and welcome. Thank you so much for spending the time. My name is John Klein. I've been with BlueCrest / Pitney Bowes DMT for 26 years, working in many areas related to engineering, service, support, sales, manufacturing, etc. I'm happy to say that I've been working with Ayush and the CSG team for many of those years, seeing them grow from a very early adopter of new inserting technology to software to print and to a very sophisticated workflow that I think has generated a lot of value for both CSG and for BlueCrest. And look forward to many more years of support and success for. I will start out with a couple of with several questions that my partner Ayush will be helping respond to. Hopefully, these will be insightful. I believe they will be, as it relates to our partnership and the value that together we bring the industry. One of the key components of our solution is to guarantee and continue the future proofing of what we do as an industry, as I'm sure a lot of you on this WebEx are interested in understanding. So Ayush, as one of the value propositions that we believe from a BlueCrest perspective we bring to our clients is a single solution provider across all solution sets, software, hardware, print, and that includes print, mail finishing, process simplification, data, etc. Can you give me some insight how you feel about that single provider capability?
Sure. Thanks for the question, John. As a single solution provider, I feel that there's plenty of synergies that we gain with partnering with BlueCrest, right? They understand our workflow across print and mail finishing, and that has helped us in many different scenarios. When I think about it, right, the biggest of all is that it has positioned both the organizations, CSG and BlueCrest, to partner across all aspects of production, right? Our BlueCrest partners, through the on-site support that we have through their service organization, as well as the off-site support and the professional services that BlueCrest provides, they play a key role in highlighting the dependencies across those various stages of the workflows, and help us understand how print impacts inserting and inserting impacts print. But they also help us and partner with us in solutioning for those challenges. So we use BlueCrest. CSG definitely uses BlueCrest as a partner through the various stages, if you will, of problem solving, right? Straight from problem identification to brainstorming with us and trying and helping us understand what that looks like and from a solution perspective, lay out some options for us, but then also help us through the implementation. So we consult BlueCrest for onboarding new customers, our standardization efforts that we have to reduce, operational expenses, any overheads that we have, and the list goes on and on.
Great. Thanks for that. So you're a new user of some of our newest technology on the print side. How has the IntelliJet 20 high def HD print systems benefited CSG?
So when I think about that, I think migrating, we have been longtime users of the inkjet technology. Upgrading to these IntelliJet 20 systems have been have served us quite well. First and foremost, when I think about productivity gains, we have seen an uptick in our equipment runtime, if you will. One example of that is, the offline ink barrels. When I think of it, right, we do not stop, these IntelliJet 20 beasts, if you will, anymore, unless we run out of paper, right? Which again, at 500 feet per minute is, it eats a roll of paper pretty fast. So our downtime associated with that has gone down to almost zero. And we have seen, I'd say, as high as a 10% productivity gain in equipment uptime across these systems. And secondarily, when I think about these systems, I think about the print output quality that we get from these systems. Our reruns due to print quality have reduced significantly. And further, we have eliminated the need for inline inspections, which helps us free up some additional resources as we migrated to these systems. The other thing that BlueCrest helped us with was transitioning to continuous output, so roll to roll, as some of you may know it as. And they helped us transition to roll and pinless inserting. And, there were significant cost savings to our bottom line. And obviously, they help improve productivity in both printing as well as inserting areas.
Great, thanks. I remember a lot of those transitions as we moved through the journey from fan fold and sheet fed and all the things that you guys had to manage, small jobs, the ability to build big jobs from small jobs has been a very key success criteria for the workflow, obviously. As you think about the IntelliJet systems, and you mentioned all the things related to efficiencies and capabilities that you can now enjoy, and improvement in production and reduction in cost. Has there been any other, I'll call it, surprise benefits relative to opportunities that you can share with your existing clients? Has there been anything that sticks out as it relates to the ability to help your clients directly?
Of course. I mean, I think the connection is obvious, right? So increased capacity, as well as the increased runtime or uptime, has provided us with the ability to onboard additional volume for some of our existing customers, and also win some new opportunities. In that we can now handle our volume spikes a lot easier than we had the capability to do that in the past, right? We have also partnered with our BlueCrest partners, right, to understand what are our best practices around color management to increase our print quality, and that bodes well to our customers. And we are able to manipulate that through multiple pathways. And that gives us just the edge when we go in front of our existing customers, as well as when we are hunting and farming for new opportunities.
Great, great. That's I think that's something that we all hope happens in this in our industry, is generate more opportunity, create the uh, the new world, if you will, and be more flexible to allow our clients to have more ways to message and more valuable ways to message. We're competing with a lot of different media these days, as we all know, and print still is very important. I think some clients cherish it more than others, and if you've got technology and workflows that make a difference, I think you'll end up being more successful in the long run. It sounds like CSG has been able to achieve that.
Absolutely, John. So, I mean, one thing I would add there is, a printed document is something that's very near and dear to our customers, because it's a physical piece of evidence that their subscribers or their customers can hold in their hands. And once printed, they want the best quality on that piece of paper. So I think migrating again to these intelligent 20 systems have positioned us really well for those conversations that we want to have with our customers. So it's served us really well again.
Great. So the next question I want to ask is around is something near and dear to my heart, which is around metrics. I know you mentioned earlier that there's benefit and capacity and cost reduction and SLA management, et cetera. But one of the things we worked together even before, this is years before we started down the print path with you, was being more of a metric-driven organization, focusing on data to allow us to understand where our gaps are, where our opportunities are, for both parties, by the way.
Right.
It wasn't just one-sided here. So we all learned from the metric process. Can you talk a little bit about how that journey is going, and how do you see things continuing in that space?
Sure, John. I feel like you stole my line there, because metrics is very near and dear to my heart as well. I'm an industrial engineer by education, so I take metrics quite seriously. And then this is something that I feel like BlueCrest adds a tremendous amount of value, right? They've helped us evolve. They've helped CSG's understanding and use of the equipment metrics, both on the inserters, the mail finishing, as well as the printer side. When I think about equipment metrics, you want to understand, how can you drive more output through increasing your equipment as well as your operator efficiency, and BlueCrest has helped us, with that quite a bit. We with our continued partnership, we now have pretty robust KPIs, if I can say it that way, in place that we use to monitor, review, and report on a very regular cadence. We have baseline set that we constantly strive to meet or beat. Again, through a constant feedback and partnership loop, right? We come up with suggestions. We use our BlueCrest partners to vet those out, and vice versa. So it's truly a, I feel like continuous improvement is definitely the essence of our alliance, if you will. Just to add to that, we are actually currently doing a beta trial. We're running a beta trial for a new data collection and reporting tool on the IJ platforms, which is going to look very similar and feel very similar to what we're used to seeing on the inserting side, which some of you may be familiar with as DirectView. Again, it's like DirectView, the tools aimed at collecting equipment and operator performance metrics. And it should help us and assist us in improving our efficiencies, reducing operational costs, all that good stuff. But then again, creating a more robust data-driven decision-making capability, it would give that to us at the end. So
great, thanks. Good. I think one of the other things that I want to touch on from a question perspective is really something that I think I get asked a lot when I visit clients is, how's it going with BlueCrest? You know, right? We were part of a multi-billion-dollar company at one point. Now we're part of a private equity organization that is managing us into the future. So just some feedback from your perspective and from CSG's perspective on, has anything changed? How's our new standalone company performing in your view?
Right. So if I had to answer that question in one word, I would say none. Right. We have seen no changes. You know, there's been no change since you guys became BlueCrest. You know, from your previous name. Right. Just to elaborate on that a little bit, I would say, right, that, and I'm not proud of it, but I talk to my BlueCrest partners more than my entire team members most days, right? So the partnership and the support be it from a service standpoint, you know, application support standpoint, equipment, you know, whether it's print or inserting, you know, none of that has changed from, you know, the previous regime to this new, right? You guys have earned our respect as partners, and we saw the transition from the last regime to now that you guys are BlueCrest, right? Not only to solve existing business problems around efficiency, standardization, the few examples that I gave earlier, but also help us evaluate new business opportunities, right? We profoundly rely on, you know, what's now BlueCrest expertise to solution for our RFPs, RFIs, you know, when we are looking at new industry verticals. They have helped a solution for new business in multiple instances. None of that has changed from then to now. So, yeah.
Thank you. So that's the end of my questions for today. I would, as you know, I could probably continue discussing both now and the future with you, as I always have in the past.
Yep.
So I truly appreciate our partnership. I want to thank you for the few minutes you've been able to spend with us and share your thoughts and views on where we're heading together as a part, and you know, in partnership. And wish you all the best, and we'll always be working together. So thanks again for spending the time with us.
Absolutely, John. And again, thank you so much for, you know, letting me, you know, kind of share what I have as my thoughts. But truly, CSG has gotten where it has through BlueCrest continued partnership in all aspects, if you will. So we appreciate the partnership and alliance so far, and we look forward to many more years of evolution with you guys.